What's up, everybody? I need some pleasure, so figured I'd come down by my cards and hit record. Mail came in yesterday, and got it wasn't TTMs, unfortunately, but it was a pretty good mail day. Here's a card here. I wasn't prepared to just show you. Oh man, so got some bad news today. You know, white privilege problems. We were looking at an investment property and found out the listing price is much more than we were hoping for. We initially told a price that was sort of in our wheelhouse, and now it's not. So hopefully it'll sit there for a while and we can get it for what we were hoping to originally. But anyways, moving on. You know those times when you have so many things in your eBay watch list, and you're just tired of seeing them in there, and you're like, you know what, why is it sitting there? I'll just buy it. So I forget what I paid for this, maybe 15-20 bucks total shipped. Nice Ian Machado Gary, maybe Connor's return fight. That'd be nice. Hopefully Ian doesn't want to grapple. Got this little biddy, bad biddy. I think my buddy Kelly is trying to get to Vegas and hoping to connect with Couture. And he asked me if I needed anything, and I was like, you know what? I could really use the Octofractor, and I didn't even have it. But I've been watching it on my eBay, and there was only one on there for 60 bucks. So I went back there after talking to KG, and there was other options. So the guy took like my $14 offer, so I think I paid less than 20 shipped for that bad boy. So hopefully next time y'all see this card, it's signed nicely in black Sharpie across the middle with an inscription. I actually have 3 other ones sitting here to the right, or 4 of them, I guess. I got Jim fucking Miller, got the Outlaw, the Spider, and just Forrest. Forrest never had a nickname. But yeah, they were sitting over here on those 2 treasure boxes I still haven't recapped yet. I can't wait for those. Those need the right mood, right setting. Maybe a little candlelight. We'll see. But yeah, I'm gonna try to get this one inked up as well as the 2010 nicknames card. And let's see what's in this guy. I think the other piece of mail was, I think I snagged this off somebody selling a collection. I think I got this for 15 shipped. Not that it matters, but it is numbered to 25. It is a 2-color patch, but it's a cool card of Stipe. So I think this is number 46, the 46th different Stipe card I've gotten signed. I've been buying a lot. I have been. TTMs have been slow. I hope tomorrow, Wednesday, is something. Oh, that was weird. There's nothing in that envelope. I forget what was shipped in there. Totally forgot what was shipped in there. But that shouldn't have been up there. A couple TTMs before I show more things I spent money on. I don't know if I've ever shown this. I've had cards in this edit. You know, my alias DK Displays. I do make displays for people, and it includes a photo edit and a PSA slab cutout and a double matte, 12 by 18 frame. And this was an edit that went out in an order, and this one wasn't printed with the right vibrance, so I had it left over, and finally just took my time to send this off to Bruce, and he pearled it nicely with blue. Kind of hard to do if you don't have like a metallic marker, so I had sent cards with my TTM in this photo. I didn't send a marker, so just the fact that he did the best he could with the voice of the Octagon and inscribed it UFC 300, because that's where he wore that jacket. I think this was a jacket put into the Immaculate or Royalty chase cards. Was that Immaculate before Panini gave up the ghost? I forget. But the main thing I wanted was some buffer ink on my cards. Oh my goodness, DK. Have you ever done this before? So I gave him a few cards to keep, and instead of getting Voice of the Octagon, VOTO, I asked him to inscribe it established 1996. He did the EST, even did the parentheses, and he debuted at UFC 8. So there you see that one. This one was the card that I bought on purpose to send. It's cool, in my opinion. And then another Optic, Voices of the Octagon, with the debut 1996 on there. I wonder, anybody here that watches my videos, anybody here not born 1996 or earlier? I wonder. So that was a TTM. And the TTM train, this is the first time and only time you may ever see this. But this is not fake AI. I really did get Hamzat. I did, I swear. I would never lie to you. I'm not trying to go virus and famous on my channel, being a UFC autograph collector. But I did get Hamzat back in the mail. Sent to the right place at the right time with the right mailer. And gave him a sheet of 9 cards in an Ultra Pro pocket page with 9 cards in it for him to keep as a gift. Rightly noted or worded as a gift, and signed and sent these 2 back for me. So I got these back like probably 2 weeks ago. But yeah, already added to the collection. So yeah, I did send a different TTM to another gym, and those were the 2 cards I really wanted signed. It was an Optic rated rookie and a Dunruss rated rookie. And you guys know I love my rated rookies, but out of what I had left of Hamzat, of his rookie cards, I figured the crown, and I didn't have the base crown. I probably would have sent the base crown instead of the pink one. Was that Crown Royale, I think? Back from Chronicles. And then I've always been a fan of the season tickets, whether that was NFL or, so you see the rookie shield in the bottom right, or even, this being his weight, height, and reach, or whatever. So yeah, really cool. It's gonna be interesting, him versus Sean. We'll see. We'll see if Sean can keep it on his feet. And then we have this. We have cards in here. I gotta make sure I keep these set right, because I don't think I've logged these into my app yet. So we'll put those to the side. We'll get into this. Let's see. It is not a PSA return, but it does present well. This is how they were shipped to me. Looks like a dirty diaper. So yeah. This fight card this weekend is in Seattle. Wonder if Luke will go down there to it. Mr. Only Cards. Oh no, I'm sorry you guys. I should have been more prepared for this. Or should I just rip it and not try to save the tape? We're gonna rip it and not save all the tape. I do save and repurpose painter's tape. So I think these are from a buddy of mine, who I know does in-person graphing, and I think he gives me a good deal on these cards. So I did need Bruno, and he hooked it up on a few Brunos for me, and I think 1 or 2 are for my buddy Jordan. So here we got the Topps Chrome 2025, the rookie KO with the RC meatball there. And I thought this was a base, but it's a refractor, I think. Maybe it's not. Oh yeah, it is. Refractor. And then I like Gold Label because they're not glamour shots. They're actually, well, I mean, there is a glamour shot there, but I don't know. I'm down with the Gold Label, especially for signed cards. Not for just collecting cards in general, like Pogs, but anything signed is nice, and I think that presents well. That's pretty dope. And I think that's class 3, so that's the rarest version. Then I bought these are all these are all purchases, unfortunately. No trades. The guy graphs for a purpose. So that's what this hobby's come to for me is, well, thankfully I'm able to buy some and offset it by selling some of my stuff that I don't need. I don't sell autographs, but I do have some stuff I've accrued over the years that I don't need. So yeah, I got this one. I don't know how to say the guy's name. It's not Sokaju. That's probably the only one I would know how to say. Got Rodolfo on the Stadium Club. Cool card. Wish he would have signed here, not over his face. Another rookie on the 24 chrome, or 25 tops chrome. Another gold label. Shout out to Gold Label. This was a great insert with the old school UFC bald man logo back there. So ponied up for this. I think I paid 20 for this, which is fine. I needed the Korean Zemi and something modern. That's Jordan's. I don't know who this is. Jocelyn Edwards. Put that aside. This one's mine. I think some of these were from UFC 327, the Holloway DeBronx. And then I think this was a $10 card. Needed him for the PC, didn't have him before, and I needed something new of Kaikar France, so I got the Optic. And is he doing like the Max Holloway thing before Max Holloway? Put the dual fingers down. Got a Jan Blachowicz. Hoping I get him to sign an Anik index card. What a cool image. Great job. I just wish they didn't do this over every freaking card for KO, and it should not be the grumpy old man, but KO is supposed to be full image, full card art, thick cards like they are. It's not supposed to say KO over everything with stuff. Just hate that they ruined, yeah, I'm getting grumpy. Just hate that they ruined the legacy of the products. Finest. That's why I don't want them to come out with bloodlines, because I can't imagine what they would do to it. But here, that's what KO is supposed to look like. That's KO design. That's a KO design. So that bottom border, here I am. See the bottom border? There's a bottom border on that one, but it doesn't say KO all over the freaking cards, and I don't want them to ruin bloodlines. So, yeah, whatever. Grumpy old man. Didn't have this guy, so what? Cameron. So yeah, whatever. So I think this one is Jordan's as well. Yeah, these two are Jordan's. So put those aside for him. Add them to the pile. And then it'll be a nice trade when that one's finally done. And this is my Cameron. Again, Gold Label. Class 3. And a couple Allbergs. I don't know if I'll... Oh, there we go. Rated rookie for the win. Let's go. This one's got really sweet full sig on it on the base Prism rookie. But I love me some Optic, and I love rated rookies. Optics are just good classic cards. They just are. Just good stuff. Clean, basic stuff. And it's with the rated rookie, but yeah, the signature's a little bit broken. You can kind of see there's no big G loop. Part of the U is missing, just different. But still good. Happy with all of it. So I'm looking forward to logging those cards and thinking about something else except for the missed opportunity on the investment property. But God's still good. And speaking of God, this guy's coming out with just a banger of a testimony. Giving his life to God. It's one way to say it. Really just opened his heart and life to Jesus, and yeah, wants to live for him. So here's my bookend 1. I think it's 1 out of 10. I pulled that bad boy, so probably won't move this unless there's something I really need. But the fanfare for Pfeiffer went from a 6 to a 10. Just pin the needle. I'm a Jesus guy, so I'm all up on that. Yeah, that's it. I'm glad I was able to look at some cards, chat it up with you fellas, And look at that old school promo. Jay Brookins is recently back on Instagram doing a lot of yoga stuff. Let's look at those before I shut this off so I can put those away. Oh, speaking of putting it away, I'm going to show you the wall for those of you who didn't see it on my Instagram. On the Instagrams, as Great Horse says. So I picked up some of these, my old favorite thing to collect besides signed cards was these UFC promos with the black and white collage images in the background. That being a custom one someone made for me. Thankfully, there's no name on this one. Just says, thanks for coming to see me with a side smiley face. And great to see you guys again. I don't think there's a name on it anywhere. So I grabbed this. I think it was like $5. And Jonathan Brookins was always a cool dude. Looks a little bit different these days without the long hair. Brian Stan, I sent him a few cards I needed signed last week. I hope I get it back and grab this promo, even though it says Paul on it. So my wish is that I will get the Contenders card to put up there instead of Guy Mezger, and the Bisping's coming down because I got Evan Dunham to put up there. But that's my wish. And my other wish would be for me to put this in a frame with 3 cards, put it up on my wall. And then I got the K-Sauce, which also says Paul, but it's up here and it's really hard to see. K-Sauce was a fave of mine, I think, is also a fave of the Keymaster. Speaking of which, I need a cock that's hard to steal. But look at the wall. Look at the wall. That's what we did. We had all those frames done up. And it was time. So on this, I used to have this table over there. And I had all these leaned up against it with those skinny card collages, which are like round. I have a round 1 collage behind that one on the left, which is 2014 champions, 2015 champions. And I got this skinny signed card collage of 2015 Chronicles. Those were all leaning up against that wall. And it was time. So time to put holes in the wall. So I hope to do a Brian Stan like that. And I'm looking forward to doing this wall up next. And that's just there until that time. And then we'll do something to fill all that up. I'm looking forward to what pops in my mind for that. What's in the box? There is 18 pounds of UFC fight canvas in that box. I look forward to sharing that with you guys as well. Yes, sir. So that'll be that. So that's my plan. And that's what I've done. And man, there's so much we have to get to. We still got 3 piles of cards. And I think there's 56 signed vintage cards in here. Vintage, like good shit. Like Victorious Debuts, Octofractors, Round 1s, top 10 fights, you name it, they're in there. It's a heck of an addition to my collection. I'm super excited to look at it, but I don't want to look at it until I'm in the right mood. All right, we're checking out. Have a good one, fellas.